In today's video, we're going to walk through exactly how to build a directory website using WordPress on Bluehost from start to finish. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and if you've been wanting to create a site where people can find local businesses, service providers, freelancers, or even niche communities, this is for you. Directory sites are one of the easiest ways to build something useful and even turn it into a small income stream over time. But most people overcomplicate it. You don't need a developer and you don't need a huge budget to get started. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So first off, what a directory website even is. A directory website is a type of site that lists businesses, services, locations, or people, usually sorted by category or location. You can build a general directory or something hyper specific to your area or interest. It could be free for users, or you could charge for premium listings once traffic grows. We're going to use WordPress as the platform and Bluehost for the hosting. WordPress gives you flexibility and full control, and Bluehost makes it super easy to install, set up, and manage your site, especially if you've never built a website before. Now, let's talk about why Bluehost and WordPress is such a good combo for a directory site and what kind of features you actually get. So first off, Bluehost gives you one-click WordPress installation. That means you don't have to deal with technical setup. You just sign up, log in, and click install WordPress, and you're inside the dashboard. That's a really big deal if this is your first site and you want to focus on building, not fixing. Once WordPress is live, you'll have access to a full ecosystem of plugins and themes, many of which are designed specifically for directories. You can choose how listings are displayed, how users search and filter, and how new submissions are added. You'll also get free SSL and a domain included with most Bluehost plans, which saves you money and keeps your site secure from day one. You don't need to worry about buying those separately. One of the biggest features people miss is scalability. Even if you start with 10 listings, your site can grow to hundreds or thousands, and WordPress can handle that. That way, you don't need to rebuild everything later or switch platforms. You're starting with a foundation that can grow with you. And finally, Bluehost gives you easy access to customer support and built-in performance tools. So if something breaks or slows down, you're not stuck trying to figure it out alone. This is why I definitely recommend it for beginners. It just removes a ton of stress. Now, how to actually build the site. What you're going to do first is go ahead and use our exclusive link down in the description below to get signed up with Bluehost. Once you click that link, you can click Get Started Now, and you'll see all the different plan options. We'll get into that a little bit later on in the video, but for now, choose a plan that fits your needs and get logged in. Once you're logged in, this is what it's going to look like. So what we're going to do is go ahead and go to websites, add a website. We're going to go ahead and install WordPress. That is that one-click WordPress installation. Site title, continue. You can use a temporary domain for now or enter a domain. We're going to skip for now because we're going to add those later. Now we just let WordPress do its thing. Amazing. Now that we have installed WordPress, we'll go ahead and click into it. So we're going to go ahead and start with a starter template. Okay, so now we'll just find one. So we'll just go ahead and pick a template, select template. Okay, now we're in the WordPress dashboard. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and go to plugins because we need to install the plugin for our directory site. So actually going to go to add plugins. We're going to search right here. We'll go ahead and click install now, and then we'll click activate once that's done. Okay, so now we've got our directory listings right here. What we're going to do is go ahead and run the setup wizard. So we'll click business directory. We're going to skip this step. Now, what we're going to do is enable monetization, enable payment, and we're going to import some demo content just so you see what it looks like once it's all done. Okay, so now that we have imported Directoris, now what we're going to go ahead and do is you want to come in here and see all of the listings. If you want to add a new listing, you'll just enter in the title, the paragraph. You can go ahead and add a form, add media, whatever it is that you would like to do. You'll also want to customize the categories. So you'll want to add a name, a slug, and if there's a parent category right here. So as you can see, these are all of them right here. You'll also want to add locations as well as tags. And then this is where you can customize the actual directory builder. So this is the general setup, right? So a new listing, do you want it to go to pending? So instead of it automatically being posted, you have to accept it. And then edited listing is public, the default listing expiration date. Then you'll want to customize the listing form. So over here, if you want to completely customize this, you can pull any of these fields over here. Now this is what the single page layout will look like. So once a listing is live, live, what do you want the actual page to look like? So there's badges, pricing, listing title, having an image or two here. And then within the contents, you can actually add and pull in the fields over here as well. So that's what that'll look like. And then all the listings layout. So this is again, just another layout that you want to completely customize to work for you. And then again, here is another all listing layout. And then the search form. So what do you want people when they go to your site be able to actually go and see? Do you want them to be able to search by location, by category, or even more like pricing, review, tags, etc.? So you want to make sure you go in and customize all of that. Now, what we'll want to do is go into the settings because we want to enable front end submissions. So inside the plugin, we'll go to settings, toggle on allow guest listing submissions right there. This lets business owners or community members submit their own listings through that form that we just customized. You can set it so they require approval before going live. That way you keep control of quality. Now, step number 8 is to go ahead and customize the rest of your website. You want to make sure you have all of your pages set up. So you've got a contact page, privacy policy, add your business page. These small touches really help with trust and professionalism. As you can see, these are all the pages that we've got. We've got about, we've got add listing, we've got all listing. Okay, so this is all of the listings as you can see. See how this plugin is so easy to set up. You've got everything right here ready to go. You've even got your search bar, your location, and everything else set up. So you'll want to come in here and edit all these pages to align with your community, your brand, the vibe that you want. And then one last thing you want to do is go ahead and go to appearance and then menus. And you'll want to update the menu at the top to include the all listings, of course, and maybe even add listing. So that way at the top of the menu, they see clearly exactly where they need to go. The last step is to test and launch your site. So click around your site as if you're a visitor, try searching, filtering, and submit a test listing. Make sure it looks good on mobile too. And then once you're done, all you have to do is go ahead and click publish and you are ready to go. Lastly, I just wanted to talk to you about the pricing and plan overview. So once you click that link, again, you can click get started and they've got a bunch of different options here. So they've even got the standard and the advanced. With the standard, they've got the starter, business, and e-commerce essentials. The starter is $3.79. The business is $6.79 a month and the e-commerce is $14.79 per month. So with the starter plan, you get 10 websites, you get a small amount of storage, and it's ideal for 40K visits per month. You do get things like free domain for a year, managed WordPress updates, and even more. Then they've got the business plan, which is $6.79 per month. With this plan, you get 50 websites, a little bit more storage, and it's ideal for closer to 200K visits per month. There's also some extra add-ons like domain privacy first year for free, weekly website backups, and more. Then with the e-commerce, which is $14.79 per month, with this you get 100 websites, 100 gigabytes of storage, and it's ideal for closer to 400K visits per month. With each of these plans, you actually get a 30-day money-back guarantee, free domain for the first year, and a site migration tool. Again, come in here, take a look at all of the plans to make sure that you find the one that best fits your needs. Also, too, with our exclusive link down below, you can save up to 62% on these plans. So I highly recommend checking out our link down below so you can get started and save some money while you're at it. Before we wrap up, let's just talk about some of the pros and cons so you can decide if this is the right tool for you. One of the biggest pros is how simple Bluehost makes the setup process. You don't have to connect a domain manually or configure servers. It's basically click and go. Another plus is how flexible the whole system is. WordPress and a directory plugin gives you control over how the site looks, what gets listed, and how people interact with it. You're not boxed into one style or limited by platform rules. That being said, it does take a little bit of time to figure out the settings and play around with the plugin, and then of course structure your listings. There's definitely a lot of moving pieces when you're first getting started, and the layout might take a few tweaks before it feels right. But once your base is built, the maintenance is super low, and it can easily become a site you can update just a few times a month. So, should you start a directory website? If you're looking for a project that's both useful and potentially profitable, a directory site is a smart move. You're creating a centralized space that helps people find something specific, and there's value in that. I know starting your first website can feel super overwhelming when there's so many directions you can go, and it's really easy to get stuck wondering if you're doing it right. But the truth is, done is better than perfect. Directory websites are a great way to start because they're structured, helpful, and don't require constant content creation. You don't need to be a pro, you just need to get started. And you'll learn as you go, which is the whole point. That wraps up this video. If you want to get started with Bluehost Bluehost and save some money in the process, don't forget to check out our exclusive link in the description below. This channel is dedicated to helping you build your very first website and actually launch your ideas online without getting stuck or overwhelmed. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and of course leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.